guys, welcome to the Kids Online video. We're about to get started. If you haven't got your detective hat and your Bible, why don't you go grab that now quickly? I'm gonna get mine. Hang on. This is my detective hat. Oh, we're not going to the beach, are we? Oh, my head's nice and warm. Wait, where's my detective hat? Here we go. In today's video, we are going to have a Lego video. We're going to be learning our memory verse and having some questions to ask our families together at home. We're going to be starting with the memory verse. The words of the memory verse are going to pop up on the screen. And as you say it, the words are going to disappear. Now, I want to know who can say it as many times as they can before all the words disappear. Are you guys ready? Comment down below how many times you were able to say the memory verse. And now we've got our true Bible story from John chapter 6 in the form of a Lego movie. So have a watch and enjoy.
After Jesus had just finished feeding the 5,000 people using only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, he decided that he needed some time alone. So he left his disciples and went up onto the side of a mountain. By now it was evening, and his disciples went down to the lake, where they got into their boat and started to sail across the lake to Capernaum. Eventually it was dark, and Jesus had still not joined them. A strong wind was blowing, and the waters grew rough. They saw Jesus approaching the boat, walking on the water. They were terrified. They'd never seen anything like this before. But he said to them, "It is I. Do not be afraid." Then they were willing to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached the shore where they were heading.
Now, I've got some questions. Did you spot that the disciples were really distracted? They were busy paddling and paddling and paddling as fast as they could. The waves were roaring, there was a huge storm, and they were so distracted. They were trying to paddle and get across the sea as fast as they can. But then Jesus came, and Jesus came to help them. He showed compassion on them, and he helped them. Did you spot what Jesus said to them? Jesus said, "It is I." He didn't say, oh no. He said, "It is I." It wasn't a fish or a shadow or a ghost, but it was Jesus. Only Jesus had the power to walk across the water and go to them. And he also said, "Do not be afraid." What Jesus had just done and who he was a comfort to them. They found it comforting and they didn't have to be afraid anymore. Now, I've got some Did You Spot It's for you guys at home. Did you spot where Jesus was at the beginning of the story? Did you spot what was making it really difficult for the disciples to get to the other side of the sea? Where was Jesus and the disciples at the end? And did you spot what 2 amazing things Jesus did? Now, some work it out. Why did Jesus do these 2 amazing things? And then a live it out. What can you remember about Jesus the next time that you are afraid? Now, teen challenge for you guys, for you teens at home, and maybe some other people want to try it as well. Jesus said, "It is I," which can also mean I am. This is similar to what God said to Moses in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. What was God telling Moses when he said, "I am"? And why do you think Jesus uses a similar phrase here in John chapter 6? And once you've answered all those questions, you're going to pray. And you can either say sorry to God for something, you can ask God for something, or you can thank God for something as well. I'm going to pray now, and let's do the karate chop prayer. You guys ready? Hi-ya! 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 Dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Thank you that we have the opportunity to learn more about you from the story. Thank you that you, Jesus, have power over nature and that we can trust you when we are afraid. And I pray that we will learn something from this and learn more about you. And I pray this in your name. Amen.